Hello class, in today's lesson you will learn about the three branches of government: the legislative branch, the judicial branch, and the executive branch. Furthermore, you will also learn about how each branch has the ability to check or limit the powers of the other branches. Once you have completed this lesson, you will take a brief quiz to check your understanding to determine if you fully understand all the material or not. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you. Hello class, in this segment I'm going to tell you a little bit about the legislative branch of government. It's also referred to as Congress. Now, Congress' main responsibility is to pass laws. Another responsibility they have would be to declare war. That's right, you heard me. It's Congress who declares war, not the President. This is quite a big misconception all across the United States. Congress has to declare war and then the President signs off on it. Another responsibility they have is to amend the Constitution, which means they can remove amendments or add amendments. Now, our system of legislature is broken down into two houses. This is known as a bicameral. They have the House of Representatives, which has 435 representatives, and this is based on a state's population. For example, New York has more citizens than Michigan, so they would have more representatives. However, in the Senate, it is a set number, and each state has equal amount of representation of 2, totaling 100 senators. Now, in the next segment, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the judicial system. Talk to you soon. Hello class, and welcome to another segment. In this segment, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the judicial branch. The judicial branch's main responsibility is to interpret the laws and to make sure they're in line with the Constitution. The major component of the judicial branch is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in all of the United States, and they have the final say on any cases. As you recall from history class, you learned about Brown versus Board of Education, and this was probably one of the most significant Supreme Court cases in our history. In this case, the Supreme Court ruled that separate but equal was not equal, which ended segregation and allowed African Americans to attend the same schools as white kids. Now, the Supreme Court consists of 9 justices. Now, these justices are appointed by the President of the United States, and they basically can serve until the day they die unless they are impeached. And that is a little bit about the judicial branch. And the final segment, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the executive branch. Talk to you soon. Hi class, and welcome to our final segment. In this segment, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the executive branch and how the system of checks and balances works. The executive branch's primary focus is on enforcing the laws passed by Congress. The executive branch consists of the President of the United States, the head honcho, if you will, the Vice President, and the President's Cabinet. The President's Cabinet consists of leaders of various departments, for example, the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense. Now, as we all know, the head honcho has many responsibilities. He or she is responsible for signing bills into law, meeting with foreign dignitaries, is the face of the United States military. Now, the President serves for 1 term, which consists of 4 years. After that term is up, he or she is allowed to run for a re-election for 1 more term, another 4 years. So as total, a president can only serve for 8 years. Now I want to tell you a little bit about the system of checks and balances. The system of checks and balances is set up so that one branch of the government cannot have more power than another branch of government. I'm going to use a football analogy, if you will. Say Congress, the quarterback, throws a touchdown pass, and now the referee, the president, vetoes it, says it's no good. However, Congress can still challenge it and pass the law by getting 3/4 votes. So basically, yes, the president can say a law is no good. However, Congress can override his veto power with enough votes. And the same works for the other branch. For example, the Supreme Court justices are appointed by the president. In order to be appointed, they had to be approved by Congress. So that is a little bit about how checks and balances works. On the final slide, I will show you a system of all the different checks and balances. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Now that you have a better understanding of how the three branches of federal government work, please take a brief moment to look over this graphic organizer that shows the different forms of checks and balances. Please do not worry about writing all these down. I will provide you with a graphic organizer at the end of this lesson,